They are pushing the boundaries in their respective fields, finding new ideas about how to solve some major problems in the world that we're all facing today. It's called The Edge of Possible, and it's a series of TEDx St. Louis talks happening this weekend on Saturday. Joining me is one of the speakers, Dr. John Ahn. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely a pleasure having you. Your speech will entail going over microplastics and nanoplastics. Tell me why that's something you wanted to delve into.
Yeah, so like plastics today are everywhere. I mean, this is made of plastic.
Oh, you calling me out?
Cameras, everything's made out of plastics. So what happens after some time? Well, they get trashed, they go somewhere, and eventually becomes these things called micro nanoplastics. They're just small, tiny fragments from everyday plastics.
Yeah.
And today they're everywhere. The food we eat, the water we drink, even the air we breathe. So we can't avoid it. So of course, if this is something that's benign, if it's just like dust particles, then okay, fine. But unfortunately, that's not the case. When it goes into our bodies, it has many consequences. At a micro level, it can impact, for example, it can give rise to oxidative stress, inflammation. That's what's going on at the micro level. And at the macro level, macro level means like what we see is it can lead to, I mean, all these are not established, it's linked. But knowing what's going on at the micro level, it has been linked to, for example, cancer, cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's diseases. I mean, you name it. And it doesn't just end in our bodies, it also impacts our climate. For example, it can potentially increase the number of clouds and increase the precipitation, how heavy it is.
Yeah.
It could lead to ocean heating, various things. It still needs to be studied.
Definitely.
But
I mean, it sounds like it's affecting everything. You're talking about the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the clouds, the environment. What can we do about it?
So that's a good question. At this very moment, there is no solution.
That's scary.
You can, by yourself, you can try to avoid it a little bit. But to just give you an analogy, like let's say we're all living on one planet, and we're like, just you can imagine that. I mean, like that we're going on a ship like Titanic, and there's a hole in the back. That what do we do? We need to fix it, right? Of course, what we're doing, if we try to avoid plastics, great. Then we're going to the top of the ship, so we're sinking later. But it's still going to impact us at some point. So we need a solution, but we don't have one. So what can we do? I think there's 3 levels to the solution. One is let's start from the back. So at the back end, that's the problem scientists. We need to solve it. Like, how do we come up with solutions? And right now, we're looking to remove the plastics, most of us. And yes, we want to do that, but it's very difficult to imagine how you can remove the trillions of particles in the oceans, our air, and our brains, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult, right?
Dr. Ahn, I do want to cut you short because unfortunately we are running out of time. But this is a good segue for people to come and listen to your speech. So you guys need to make sure that you visit TEDxStLouis.org. It's The Edge of Possible. It's happening Saturday, May 30th at 7 p.m. at the Missouri History Museum. You don't want to miss it. Make sure that you guys listen to Dr. John Ahn. We're going to be here tomorrow at 9 and noon. Thanks so much for joining Studio STL. I'm your host, Brittany Kay. Have a good day.